Imagine a place beyond the earth and sky, even beneath the underworld itself, a dark and deep realm. This is Tartarus, the ancient abyss of Greek mythology, feared even by the gods. Tartarus is not just a place. It is also known as a cosmic prison. It was a dreaded realm where the most terrifying beings who violated divine law suffered for eternity. It was a nightmare for both gods and mortals alike, described as both a primordial god and a symbol of punishment and imprisonment. Far below the earth, as the embodiment of pure darkness and horror, Tartarus reigned over eternity with its frightening presence. So what legendary beings inhabit this deep abyss? What terrible crimes led them to be condemned to this cursed place? If you're ready, let's delve into the secrets of Tartarus and discover what lies in the depths of this dark prison. Tartarus was one of the first entities to emerge from the infinite void of chaos before the creation of the universe. Just like Gaia, who embodied the earth, Eros, symbolizing the power of love, and Nyx, representing the darkness of night, Tartarus existed both as a god and a dark place. While Tartarus is often known as a place, in ancient texts like Hesiod's Theogony, it also appears as a primordial being playing a role in the cosmic order. However, unlike gods like Zeus or Poseidon, Tartarus was not anthropomorphized. Instead, it symbolized the deep abyss of suffering and punishment, representing inevitable chaos itself. In some later myths, it is said that from the union of Tartarus with Gaia, the personification of Earth, a monstrous serpent-like creature named Typhon was born. Typhon was considered the most powerful and terrifying monster in Greek mythology, symbolizing the destructive and wild forces of nature. Tartarus lies far beneath the realm of the dead. Hades, so deep that if you dropped an anvil from the earth, it would fall for 9 days and nights before reaching the bottom. The mere thought of this place brings terror. It is said that the distance between the earth and Tartarus is as great as the distance between the earth and the sky. In this cosmic hierarchy, Tartarus is the lowest and darkest point of the universe, hidden beyond time and light. At the entrance to this terrifying abyss are massive bronze gates, guarded by fearsome creatures. These towering gates close with a force that shakes the earth, sealing those condemned to Tartarus for eternity. Beyond these gates, the air is cold, heavy, and suffocating. An eerie silence reigns that could send chills through even the bravest of souls. There is no escape from Tartarus. Its high, impassable walls are made of unbreakable bronze, and those unfortunate enough to be imprisoned there are bound by adamantine chains, a mythical metal known as the strongest substance in the universe. Even the mightiest beings, like the Titans, were cast into this hellish pit and chained for eternity. The atmosphere in Tartarus is suffocating. An eternal darkness prevails. There is no sun, no stars, not even a spark of light. The shadows are so thick and oppressive that they seem to devour everything in their path. The air is freezing cold, but filled with the burning smell of fire, as rivers of flame, like the Phlegethon River, flow through the abyss. This boiling river of fire provides just enough light to reveal the horrors lurking within. Unlike the mortal world or the underworld, Tartarus is timeless. There is no day or night, and the passage of time is imperceptible. For the souls trapped within, this torment is eternal. There is no escape and no end to their suffering. This timelessness, reinforced by the darkness and despair, creates an endless environment of agony for those imprisoned there. In some myths, the Erinyes, or Furies, are tasked with guarding Tartarus. These goddesses ensure that the prisoners suffer. Known as the embodiment of vengeance, the Erinyes relentlessly pursue those guilty of heinous crimes, such as murder, and are also responsible for executing punishment within Tartarus. In addition to the Erinyes, the massive bronze gates and impenetrable walls also play a role in guarding Tartarus. Cerberus, the multi-headed dog of Hades, is sometimes depicted as the guardian of this entrance. Cerberus' presence emphasizes how terrifying Tartarus truly is, making entry into these depths impossible. While Hades governs the realm of the dead and the souls of mortals, Tartarus is the ultimate prison where the worst of the worst are confined. If Hades is a final resting place for mortal souls, Tartarus is the prison of the universe. A place where the gods imprison enemies that must never be released. In this context, Tartarus serves as a balance, ensuring that chaos and disorder are kept under control. Tartarus is home to the worst offenders among both divine and mortal beings. Its most famous prisoners are the Titans, the powerful entities who ruled before the Olympians. After losing the Great War known as the Titanomachy, the rebellious gods were cast into Tartarus by the Olympian gods led by Zeus. Chained in the darkness, their enormous bodies are trapped, forgotten, and subjected to eternal torment. Among these Titans are Kronos, the leader of the Titans and father of Zeus, is a key figure in the boundless darkness of Tartarus. To maintain his power, he devoured his children to prevent them from overthrowing him. However, Zeus managed to escape this terrible fate and eventually led a revolt against him. Imprisoned, Kronos symbolizes the inevitable fall of tyranny and the consequences of cruelty. The Titan of Light, Hyperion, is associated with the sun and dawn. His children, Helios, Selene, and Eos, are living symbols of nature's cycles. Hyperion's defeat signifies the end of the old order, solidifying the Olympians' dominance over the cosmos. Hyperion, along with his brothers Iapetus, Crius, and Coeus, was sent to Tartarus after their defeat. These lesser-known titans represent different aspects of existence. Iapetus is linked to mortality and is the father of Prometheus, the titan who brought fire to humanity and shaped human destiny. Crius is connected to the ram and the zodiac sign Aries, representing cycles of nature and courage. Coeus is associated with intellect and the north, standing out as the source of knowledge and thought. In some myths, it's said that the Titans are bound in Tartarus by chains crafted by Hephaestus, the god of blacksmiths, ensuring their eternal imprisonment. Tartarus isn't just for the Titans. It's also home to some of the most terrifying creatures in Greek mythology. The Hecatonchires, giants with 50 heads and 100 arms, also dwell here. These colossal beings were imprisoned by Uranus, but later freed by Zeus to aid in the war against the Titans. They serve as guards of Tartarus, ensuring that no one escapes. Their immense power maintains the order of this cosmic prison and ensures that punishments remain eternal. The Cyclopes, one-eyed giants, were also imprisoned by Uranus and later released by Zeus. They played a crucial role in crafting powerful weapons for the Olympian gods, including Zeus' thunderbolts. Their transition from imprisonment to becoming allies highlights the fluid nature of power dynamics in Greek mythology, where former enemies can become valuable friends. However, Tartarus isn't reserved only for gods. Mortals who committed unimaginable crimes during their lifetimes are also cast into this abyss. Figures like Sisyphus, Tantalus, and Ixion serve as reminders of divine retribution for offenses against the gods. Sisyphus, the cunning king of Corinth, was known for his deceitfulness. He escaped death twice, first by tricking Thanatos and then by escaping the underworld. His punishment was to roll a boulder up a steep hill, only for it to roll back down each time he neared the top. This endless cycle symbolizes futile effort, reflecting Sisyphus's eternal despair. Once favored by the gods, Tantalus fell from grace after testing their omniscience by serving his son Pelops as a meal to them. For this horrific betrayal, he was condemned to suffer eternal hunger and thirst. He stands in a pool of water beneath a fruit tree, but whenever he reaches for food or drink, they recede from him. Tantalus is doomed to eternal torment, representing unfulfilled desires. Ixion, king of the Lapiths, was invited to a feast with the gods. Not only did he misuse this great honor, but he also dared to seduce Hera, Zeus's wife. For his arrogance, Zeus sentenced him to an eternal punishment, being bound to a flaming, rotating wheel. This penalty symbolizes his hubris and disrespect toward the gods. Ixion's tragic tale highlights the severe consequences of even a single moment of dishonor, reinforcing the theme of justice in Greek mythology. It serves as a reminder that all must act with integrity or face the wrath of the gods. Tartarus is not just a dark pit. It represents the ultimate consequence of breaking divine laws. In Greek cosmology, Tartarus plays a crucial role in maintaining the balance of the universe. Just as the heavens represent order and light, Tartarus symbolizes chaos, darkness, and divine punishment. The gods use Tartarus to suppress their greatest enemies, and even they fear its depths. Even Zeus, the king of the gods, acknowledges the power of Tartarus. He uses it as a last resort to imprison the most dangerous beings in the universe, those who cannot be allowed to roam free. The punishment here is eternal because Tartarus lies beyond the natural world, beyond time and space, where both mortals and immortals must face the consequences of their actions. Tartarus was also adopted into Roman mythology, though with some modifications. In Roman tradition, Tartarus remains the deepest part of the underworld, where the wicked endure punishment. Writers like Virgil, in his Aeneid, describe Tartarus as a place of torment for those who betrayed or disrespected the gods. However, the Romans preserved much of the Greek imagery, including the punishments of Sisyphus and others. Throughout history, the legend of Tartarus has remained a powerful symbol of fear and punishment. The stories of the damned, trapped in its abyss, served as warnings against hubris, deceit, and impiety in ancient Greek society. Tartarus teaches that no matter how powerful one may be, no one can escape divine justice. Even today, the name Tartarus evokes images of deep, inescapable darkness and unspeakable torment. It stands as the ultimate warning. In the universe of Greek mythology, those who defy the gods, break their laws, or betray their trust will face a fate worse than death: eternal imprisonment in the abyss of Tartarus.